What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com, the place you go when you want action-packed content related to helping you grow your app downloads and, more importantly, your revenue. The money, dollar bills, y'all. And in part 3 of our ASO course, we're going to talk about one of the most important pieces of the ASO puzzle, and that is keyword research. One of the biggest mistakes I see app developers make is using keywords in prominent sections. In the previous videos, we told you all those prominent sections, but using keywords that have absolutely no traffic. And by following this video and this exact process, you'll be able to find hidden gems, keywords that have high traffic, low competition, that are going to be important for helping you drive those organic downloads, helping you build a brand, and obviously outranking your competitor. So let's get to it. All right, step number 1, start with 3 to 5 keywords. Now we're going to expand on that. Think about your app and then think about the 3 to 5 keywords that most people might be searching or might be using when they're trying to find an app like yours. Now, I'm going to use my app, this app right now that I just launched, and we're going to be doing a case study on our YouTube live streams pretty soon. So I will make sure that we can link that into the show notes once it's live, and you can check it out there if you're watching this later on. But if you're just watching this as this video goes live, make sure you tune into our YouTube live streams that happen every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific. But we're going to really dive deep into how much money we're making and so forth. But here we're going to use this app, all right? So for me, obviously, I want to go after sleep sound because this is an app that allows you to fall asleep, and you can remix different sounds, all the critical things. And these are very popular types of apps that you've probably already seen in the app stores, but you can hear crickets, city sounds, instrumentals. So we put a lot of work and effort into putting a lot of different sounds in here. And what I want to do is just start with those. So for me, it's sleep sounds, it's pink noise, it's white noise, it's relaxed melodies. These are the type of keywords that I want to rank for. And the main one, obviously, because it's in my app title, sleep sounds. Next thing that we're going to do is use a tool that I absolutely love. It is called AppFollow. Here's the website, appfollow.io. And here's what we're going to do. You're going to sign up for absolutely free, and I've got a free account too. And we're going to go into live keyword ranking. And with the 3 to 5 keywords, you're going to just put them in, okay? So I'm going to put sleep sounds, and I want to see what type of keywords that come up. And here, they come up with 10 suggestions. So these are all the autofill keywords. So if I were in the App Store right now putting sleep sounds and I didn't hit enter, these would be Apple's autofill suggestions. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Apple to expand on it. Because when you take the autofill suggestions, just like Google on Google Play and Google on SEO, Google's telling you and Apple's telling us that these are the keywords that are very popular searches that contain the word sleep sounds, okay? So I'm gonna copy this, I'm gonna click this, and I'm gonna open up my text editor. I use BB Edit, but here's what we're gonna do. This is my exact process when I do any type of ASO project, okay? I'm gonna paste these keywords in here, right? Some you don't need, so I'm gonna actually delete some of these things. Sleep sounds tracker, I don't really need that. Free, okay. For kids, Rise. This is probably a app called Rise. I'm gonna leave that in there. And then sleep sounds by Sleep Pillow. Okay, again, probably just want sleep, all right? Free sleep sounds app, great. Now the other thing I can do is just put sleep and see what happens. A sense of what happens here. Sleep tracker. So these could be potential. Sleep better, right? That could be a keyword that I want to rank for. That in there. Sounds. Sleep IQ, maybe. Sleeper, maybe. Okay. So I'm going to do that, right? And let's say the other keywords that I have are going to be relaxed melodies, for example. It is a competitor of ours. So that might be a keyword, or maybe I want to go after pink noise. So I'll put pink noise in here. So you just want to start putting in these different keywords, okay? And sometimes they expand, sometimes they don't. Cool. And we're going to put it all in a text file. I usually try to come up with 100 keywords, but for the sake of this video and not having it been an hour long, which might take this whole process, I'm going to keep it relatively short, but you want to start with those 3 to 5 keywords, okay? Number 3 is look for the app that stands out for your main keyword. Now for me, I'm gonna go back to my example. I'm gonna put sleep sound. So I've started building a longer list. Usually there's a lot longer, but I'll start with those 3 to 5, and I'm gonna look at these search results. So what comes out for sleep sounds? Calm. Dang, Calm. Didn't know you're ranking so well. Maybe I should go after a different keyword. All right. So what I wanna look for is, look, Calm's got 1 million+ reviews. All right, so I'm like, that's gonna be a lot, and it's gonna be hard for me to outrank that, especially as a new app. Okay, so I'm looking for one that stands out in terms of the number of reviews. Maybe they don't have as many as everybody else on this list, on this top 10. Okay, so this is Rain Premium. This is the in-app purchase. Now, this is also a good habit to name your in-app purchases with the keywords that you want, because now this Rain Sounds, this is one of their in-app purchases that are showing up. Okay, Relax Melodies. So again, this is decent. This got 8,000 compared to 200,000, 100,000, 16,000, 68,000. So we might have found it, guys. This sleep, not bad. Sleep right here is interesting because it only has 879. So these are some candidates right here. Peas, I don't know how to say that, or just this sleep, sounds, and meditation. All right. So I'm going to pick both. We can try both, but here's what we're going to do. With this one that stands out, we're going to actually, you can just actually click on this. Okay. I'm going to click on it. And what AppFollow is doing is showing you all the different keywords from Apple search ads. This, and the cool thing about it is now you're really starting to build a lot, right? So I will actually copy this. So you can hit, whoops, go on popularity. I'm going to hit copy. And then here's what I'd normally do. I put this in Excel spreadsheet. All right, here's my spreadsheet. I'm going to put keyword because the way, and score, I'm gonna paste, and then I'm gonna go data, and I'm gonna hit filter. Cool. Do this a little bit, and I'm just gonna filter. Now, here's what I like to do. I will blow this up a little bit for you guys, but I wanna go through some of these and just find the ones I like. So sleep tracker is probably not a good fit for me because I don't track your sleep. So I'm gonna put calm. All right, I wanna look at that. White noise, meditation. We don't really do meditation, but sleep sounds, Bose ASMR, sound machine, bed wars, interesting. So I'm gonna copy these. Again, these become keywords that I potentially wanna target. So in another video, we're gonna run the data on these, and I'm gonna show you how I determine where certain keywords go in the title, subtitle, and so forth. But right now, we just really wanna build a long list without really caring about the data quite yet. Here, because of AppFollow, we can see the search traffic score. Now, when you're thinking about, when you see this score, you're probably thinking to yourself, what does this really mean in terms of keyword volume? Or how does a score equate to downloads? We just don't know, right? We know Facebook, Instagram, the very most popular apps get close to a 99, 100 score. And Calm, pretty popular, right? It has a 70, and that's all we know. And what I try to say, and I'll kind of cover this in a later video, what's the minimum to go for? But for now, just know that we want to find the higher, the better. We'll just pick a few, okay? So I really go down this list and I find the ones that are the ones that make most sense for me. So like here, sleepiest, I'm like, oh, okay, bedtime, this is good. Or this was a keyword I never thought of, soothing sleep sounds, and didn't come up when we were doing the autofill. So I'm definitely adding that to my list. Help wanted, that doesn't make sense, right? Fall asleep fast, all right, that's interesting. I want that. Free sleep stories, okay, that makes sense because, you know, we put that app in there. We don't have sleep stories. I'm gonna delete that. So again, fall asleep, cool. Free sleep music, we definitely have that. You know, then this allows us to really start generating a lot of different keywords. Okay, and I just keep copying and pasting. And you might see that there are some duplicates, and I'll show you how to get rid of them. But you want to start doing that, right? And why I picked this one that stood out is because they're standing out for a reason. And so I'm trying to find the keywords that they know of that we might not be thinking about, that Calm and the popular apps up here are definitely not thinking about, right? If I pick this, they're going to show the most popular keywords that we probably already know if I pick Calm, or if I even pick Relax Melody. But I want to pick the one that stands out just a little bit, because then I could get a real good sense, because I'm going to assume they're doing their ASO really well. they've done some tactics really well because they only have less than 1,000 reviews and they're showing up in the top 20. So I'm gonna assume that, and I want to find these keywords. And usually you're gonna have to scroll to the very bottom of this list. So let me go back to that spreadsheet, but you're gonna have to keep scrolling. So help me sleep, that's interesting, right? So this is around the scores are around the things where I'm like, there's not that much, right? I usually want to be above 20 and definitely above 10 because anything under 10 just does not have enough traffic to sustain long-term growth and downloads, all right? But I'm gonna start building this list and then let's go back real quick and then we can do the same thing. So you could do the same thing here and you can follow this same exact process. So they start landing, interesting. Now you're starting to see different keywords, sleep better, insomnia cookies, anxiety, sleep booster. So you're starting to see different keywords that are showing up because we put a different app. So again, I start building this list, right? And I might pick 3 to 5 different competitors and put that into the search ads recommendation right here, or just click on the app that shows up in the search result. Now we should have a long list of 100 plus keywords that we can then pull the data on to see what the competition looks like and if we should really target that keyword in our ad. All right, let's get into the last step, and that is to use AppAnnie. So I have Relaxed Melodies already put up right here, but you go into AppAnnie, again, it's all free. I'm logged in. I pulled up the app Relaxed Melodies. I can pull up the other ones too, but what I'm gonna do is go to ASO keywords. And unlike all the other ASO tools out there, AppAnnie is the only one that gives you keyword data on the keywords that the app ranks really well for. So as you can see, this app ranks really well for Relaxed Melodies, obviously, Calm, because it's an app name, Calm, Sleep Sounds, number 2, Noise Machine. So now I can copy and paste all this into my handy dandy spreadsheet. Now the copying and pasting is going to be a little bit tricky, but you can just copy and paste this whole row and then put it into your keyword text file. And so that's what I would do. Now, you can then go into our other competitors. So this was the other one, right? As you can see, what we've done in the past, and this is an old, like 2011 trick, but maybe it's still working because look, this app launched 2019. It's 2021 now. But what they did was their developer name is very similar to the keyword that they want to target. And so that actually helps you rank better when your developer name has that. And so as you can see, sleep, and that might be one of the reasons why they're ranking really well for sound. I like what they did. They put sleep and then put sounds right after. Nice little. All right, let's go back to this. So we'll go into the ASO keywords here on AppAnnie. And then we have these keywords that they rank. So we can copy and paste and we can sort by rank if you wanted. Just do that for you real quick. So apps to help you sleep, they're number 1. There you go. Didn't think of that keyword, right? This becomes a particular keyword. Calming music, help me. Don't know what that, why. Sleeping music. So again, these become keywords that we can then use, put it into our spreadsheet right here. Now, I'm using BB Edit on Mac. If there were keywords that are duplicated, because I have my assistant, someone on my team, run the data, and we're going to show you how to do that later on, but I'm going to process duplicates, right? And what I try to do is just, delete duplicate lines, definitely do that, and duplicates to a new document. You don't have to, but I kind of like to do it. But anyways, I'll just take that out. So it got rid of all the duplicates. So I'll send this text file over to my team, who will then get the data for me on all these keywords. Now, generally, I only have 31 just for the sake of this video, but generally I usually have up to 100, 200 keywords for any one ASO report that I'm going to be putting together. So you want to have a really big list of keywords, but for now, I just did it just for the sake of time. All right, guys, that's it. Super simple process. I like using the Apple Search Ads tool because it really helps me find the keywords that I'm not thinking about. The autofill just does so much, but the Apple Search Ads recommendation, I love it because in a way, Apple is saying that, hey, I know your metadata. Here's some keywords that you might possibly want to target, or I know your metadata. I'm going to expose some of those keywords as well. So if you're looking to do competitor analysis on ASO, do that Apple search ads recommendation and put your competitors' apps in there, because then you can see what keywords they might be using, because Apple's just going to really spit that back out to you when you're running search ads. All right, in the next video, I'm going to talk about the importance of building a brand and share you my favorite tool to find the keywords that are very similar to the main keyword that you want to target in your ASO, but also help you build a brand. So make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you like this button, make sure you don't miss that next video about building a brand. And lastly, make sure you tune in every Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, that's 12 p.m. Eastern time, to tune in for our YouTube live streams where we'll share with you what's working today, usually have a guest on, and also an audience favorite is I and my guests will take a look at your app and give you feedback on how to grow downloads and how to increase revenue. So if you want to get on that waiting list, go to this website, appmasters.com/audit. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.